I don't have like anything prepared really, but I've been speaking for about 2 weeks now, different conferences in place, so I kind of got what I'm going to talk about. So I've been up here in Ottawa, and I wouldn't say I live too far. Niagara Falls, 7 hours away. So I'm here in Ottawa. I was at a conference and here this morning, which was really sweet. I did that. We made this slideshow, me and my dad, for like the staff and stuff. It was really cool. So yeah, I've just been up here going to different places. Tomorrow I'm going to the Christian Life Academy, the school that my grandfather started. I'm going to be speaking there for about an hour or so. Yeah, so so you know, being here in Ottawa was just like amazing for me. You know, just having an awesome time, and I went to a school, I think yesterday. Yesterday I went to a school and they gave me an honorary graduate t-shirt. So I graduated from high school and I actually got a job yesterday too. I got a letter from the OPP just saying like how proud of me, how proud of me they are. And I don't think they know I'm 12 because the last paragraph of the letter, there's 3 paragraphs, so I'm going to read the last one to you. Let's see, okay. I would ask you, as a young man with an obvious concern for the people and communities, to consider policing as your career choice. Policing provides so many opportunities for public service and almost daily ways to make difference in lives of others. If policing is of interest, I certainly hope the Ontario Provincial Police would be of your employer of choice. So I called my mom, I told her we got a job, and she said, yay! Yeah, she said, I'm finally quitting. So, yeah, just, I'm set for life. So, you know, this week has just been amazing for me, and I'm having a great time here in Ottawa. Just, you know, good thing after great thing, and this is one of those very great things, being able to talk to all you here. There's, like, a lot of you. I didn't know. I thought I was just going to be, like, you know, like 30 or something. There's, like, 100 or something. So, you know, there's a lot of you, and it was like, worship was really sweet. I thought that was cool, like how everybody was doing their own thing, and, you know, I thought it was really cool. But, Joe had said that I built a playground in Ottawa because of $25,000. Well, I hadn't built it yet. That's alright, but I'm actually going to get into that. It was very nice of you. So I haven't built it yet, because $25,000 is like 2/4 of what we were looking for. $75,000 shortly after we won the contest is, we found out is how much a playground is, and I did a camp out because we were like panicking, oh my gosh, we need more money. We're building it in May, and we made a promise, and we have to keep that promise. So we're trying to raise like crazy money, and so me and my dad camped out for 48 hours, March break, and had raised $6,000. But about 5,000 of that came from a check that we got. From a very generous person. But yesterday, we looked at the check again, like it was looked at again, and there was a decimal, which made it $50. So we're looking for a lot more money. So we're going crazy trying to get ways to get money. But we know that we're gonna get it and we're gonna do our best. So that's how my week has been so far. If not all of you know, which I doubt that all of you know, what I do is I build playgrounds in communities without playgrounds. I'm going to give you like a short story on how it started. My dad was with True North Aid, and he went up to Ottawa helping bring food and supplies. He came back with pictures and stories, and when I saw those pictures and stories, I said, we have to do something. It was just like crazy, and very overwhelming and stuff to see that it's on third world country conditions in Ontario, right on James Bay, right? And so I camped out last March break for 24 hours, looking for $2,400, and we got $6,000 from that. And I actually Air Creeback gave me free flights to Ottawa, and we brought 2 storage units full of food, clothing, and other supplies to Ottawa, and I got to meet the people I was helping because of the free flights. So when I was in Ottawa, I met like a lot of really cool kids and stuff. I got to go to the school for a day. And one of them in particular, Rob Kustashin, helped me realize that there wasn't a playground in Ottawa. And after doing a little bit of research, I found out there wasn't playgrounds in many northern communities, not just in Ontario, but many of them being in Ontario without playgrounds. And not just playgrounds, there are many without schools. And Ottawa is one of the examples. They have not a lot of stuff at all. They've been in portables for 10 years, but haven't had a school for 30. There was a diesel spill 30 years ago, and the government tore it down and promised, they said, we'll build you a new one in a couple months or whatever, and they never did. They did that 3 times to Ottawa, promising them a school. And what they did is they put soil over the contaminated land and put portables there temporarily, right? And so you can just try to imagine for 30 years not having school and for 10 years being in portables. And these portables were unhealthy portables. One of the reasons being it was right on top of contaminated land, which, putting soil over contaminated land doesn't really do much, does it? It'll just come right back up and, just not really do much, but that's what they did, right? And so the government did that, and so Shannon Kustashin started school and ended it in the portables, elementary school, in the portables for her whole 8 years, and decided, I'm going to do something about this, right? And so what she did, she went to the government instead of the grade 8 school trip. She went here to Parliament and started talking to the government people, asking for a school in Ottawa, what she calls a real school. A real school to her is something with hallways, something with, sewage and stuff, with, because, the portables are obviously off ground, right? And so there's not, sewage or anything really. So, she pictures a real school being, one building, not 10 different buildings, right? And so she said, I want a real school. And the story that I like to say that she said to one of the government peoples, I think it was her MP or something like that, they were in his office, right? And he liked to brag about his office. And he said, so how do you like my office? And Shannon said, wow, I wish my classroom were this big. Hoping that would give him a hint. It did nothing. he didn't even get a clue of what she was talking about and kept going on about his office. And so her visit to Parliament didn't do anything for her. She didn't get what she wanted, and so she decided to get all of her friends and her to write letters to Parliament. And as you all know, for people here who have written letters to Parliament, if you had any reason to, they send you back like this letter that's not even written by them. It's just like computer made or whatever. But if kids make it, they want to be nice, right? And they're forced to read it and then send a personalized message back. So Shannon thought, well, instead of getting, our parents and our teachers and stuff to make like classroom letters or whatever, she was individually with her friends going to send letters. And this became huge. She got like thousands of kids, like hundreds of schools into this letter writing. And it went really well, They thought, we're finally going to get a playground. And one more time, Parliament promised, we're giving you a school. We're giving you a school, right? But they didn't, once again. So Shannon, a couple months ago, passed away in a huge car crash. She was going to high school 600 kilometers away from Attawapskat because she wanted to go to a real school. And it was on her way home when this big cargo truck sideswiped them and they rolled off the road. But Shannon's friends and her supporters decided, okay, she's passed away and, we'll take a break with Shannon, like what she's doing a little bit. But they decided that they're going to continue trying to get a school in Attawapskat. And they named the organization Shannon's Dream. And so they're still continuing today. There's like so much things people can do. They can write letters to Parliament. There's a petition on the website, www.shannonsdream.ca. And there's just like so many things like you can do to help. And I really encourage you to do something. That's been like my motto for the whole week whenever I spoke at like big places with like my big slideshow and stuff. It was like the main thing was do something no matter what it is, how small, how big, you can do something, right? And so I encourage you to do something, right? And Shannon is like a huge like example of someone who had a voice like everybody here and decided to use it. Now, as you all know, elections are coming, right? And, crazy, voting and promoting and stuff like that. And I bet that most of you are like, you know what, I don't even care. I'm not going to vote for anybody. I won't make a difference. And, nothing that, Parliament does, it's just all the same. It's just different people running it. But your voice counts. And you all have a huge voice. You just need to choose to use it. Yeah. So, Parliament is not like big for me. I'm a kid. I can't vote or anything. But I'm not like saying, oh, vote for conservatives. No. I don't even know what that means. But I encourage you to just that's one example of how you can use your voice. And no matter who you vote for, you're going to make a change. Because I just recently learned, me and my dad talking and stuff, that each government has their different ways. And, a lot of ways that people don't like. And a lot of you are probably saying, oh, it's all just lies. They're all just not going to do what they say they do. But a lot of them are going to do what they say they do. And they want your voice to help them out, because all you have to do is find what you like and do something about it, right? And so Parliament is just one of the examples many examples of how you can use your voice, your huge voice, to do something. And so, who here, let's get hands, who here is into social networking? You know, Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff. Well, I'm huge with that stuff. I'm like always, every day I'm on Facebook. I'm like always posting stuff on Twitter. So I encourage you to like join with me and stuff, you know. So what you can do is for Facebook, my page that I use to like promote everything, and it's Northern Starfish. You just like look that up, and I'm not sure what the like profile picture for Northern Starfish right now, but it'll probably be like the first thing that pops up.
Yeah, it's you.
It's a picture of me. So it's just like the first thing that pops up, and you know, just click that and become in the group, find out what's going on, use your voice, and also check me out on Twitter. Wes was here. It's with a Z, like W-U-Z. Wes was here, or at. I don't get the whole at thing, do you? So you can like check that out and just help me out on Twitter, because you know I need more followers. And so you know, all the people who are into social networking, we can really use you. And just one more thing. I'm sorry, I'm taking up all the time. Okay. So I have a little story to tell why our organization is called Northern Starfish. It's a really small story. So the northern part is because we help people in the north. And the starfish part, though, it's this big, small story, very popular. A lot of people have heard of it and stuff. It's the starfish story. And so I'm going to tell you, I'm going to make it brief, the starfish story, right? So there's this man, and he walks to work on the beach every day. Very lucky, but he walks to work on the beach. And one day he was walking, and the night before that there was a huge thunder, lightning, wind, rainstorm, and a lot of like millions and millions, miles and miles of starfish were washed away onto the shore. And he sees into the distance, looks like a little man dancing. And so as he gets closer and closer, he notices that it's not a little man dancing. It is a teenager picking up starfish and throwing them into the water. And as he approaches the kid, he says, what are you doing? And the boy says, well, I'm throwing starfish into the water. And the man says, well, why? And then the boy says, well, if I don't, they'll all die. And the man says, well, can't you see there are miles and miles of starfish? You can't possibly make a difference. Boy picks up a starfish, throws it in the water, and says, I just made a difference to that one. So what Northern Starfish